get hip control. So that we're blocking his hips down. So looking at this arm first, we have 3 basic positions it's going to be, kind of in this position, or it could be framing even more, but anywhere in this pocket is good. It could be around on the other side, hugging, or it can be under here, right? And the arm is on the front side. So we're here. What I'm going to do now is pass the head, switch from hip to hip to hip to shoulder, and smash the inside frame, and then block the inside hip. Now from here, we're going to start to approach the ninja choke. Keep the lapel out. Slide it under the forearm, switch the hips again. Grab that lapel, pull it tight to the neck, block the hip. As I rotate, I'm pulling my lapel, laying my weight over top of it to get the ninja choke. In that same situation, sometimes he's catching on, he won't let me feed this lapel under. He's blocking, so I go over. So now I have his wrist trapped. And if I'm in this situation, and he pulls the wrist out because he feels threatened by it, then I just pull to the neck, and I complete the ninja choke. If I'm in that same situation again, the arm here is trapped. He's not trying to pull it out. I can also go for the wrist lock by controlling the arm, coming over for the elbow grip, pushing this shoulder and that elbow together to fold the wrist. You can see it's right here on the wrist lock. You can also use this to set up a key lock. So here I'm just gonna let go of the lapel. This hand's cupping the shoulder and I'm pushing like so. Loop the arm around and go for my key lock. If at any time during that process he straightens that arm out to bring it around, I can trap it here, which is the second arm position, right? So this is one way we'll get the arm here. Sometimes they give it, sometimes we learn to set it up, and that was one way we can set it up. So if the arm is here now, I can go for arm isolation, drag it up, and this is a Kimura. He's grabbing his belt, and I go for the Kimura. You can grab the pant leg, control the arm, step around, set up the ninja choke. I'm sorry, the shin choke. Right here, I'm going for the ninja choke. He knows I need to rotate. He blocks my rotation, so I'll come back to the arm here and isolate once again. So from here we saw the Kimura, which leads to the shin choke as well and other options. Or we can take the straight armbar route, where we go here, we pull them up, step over the head, sit back. We're extending the arm here, straight armbar. If he rolls it out, modified Kimura. If he comes to his knees and keep leaning to my shoulder, we're gonna encourage the sweep. Keep the heel tight in the arm where I can base up and turn this to the arm bar here. If he wins the underhook battle on me, I wanna make sure I block it to his hip so he can't bump me up right away. But what he's ultimately looking to do here is bump me up over the head so he can either take my back or catch my leg and do like a single leg escape here. So either one, right? So I wanna prevent that first, just by leaning over the hip, okay? And then I'll kind of let him work it a little bit. But I'll let him work it to my base. I'll keep this foot high. This is really like my kickstand, so this helps me control that bump up, right? So as he's bumping me up, I'm also bringing my knee towards that belly a little bit, all right? So in a good posture here, I'm gonna scoop his head up as I drop my hip and my weight over the head, and then I'm gonna switch my legs here. So now this one becomes the kickstand, and here I can wrap the arm up, grab my own hand or wrist, The main thing we talked about here is to be patient and to put weight on the head. So I lift my hip off the mat and I lay it on the head. And as I'm ready, my knees tight to the belly, this one steps over, I can finish with the guillotine. If he's kind of overpowering me here, like I'm trying to stop him by having my chest to the shoulder so that he can't get to his knees. Go ahead and try to get to your knees. I keep it here, but if he's winning, I loosen that up, and I just pass that arm all the way through and get the vice grip. So from here I can rock him back over, slide deeper, and go for the Bravo. And if we're in that same situation, he's bumping up, going for the head, going for the arm, and maybe here even, I pass this one around, and he's feeling that pressure of the guillotine, and he puts his back on the mat to avoid it. Like this, so I kind of lose the guillotine. But now I can push up, the north-south, and work for the north-south choke by scooting my body back, pulling the wrist up towards my chest. So if the arm is under, guillotine, Bravo, north-south choke are all waiting. And then last is from that arm isolation position. Again, let's say we're here, like this. And he kind of bumps into me a little bit. He's gonna work this arm under my body. So what he's trying to do here is to work his head underneath me, ultimately work to like a sprawl type of position here. That's what he's working on there. So in this situation, the first basic defense to that is if he starts to work his way around, just don't let that arm be trapped. Bring it over the top. And that moves us to north-south position. Okay, so he can't do the escape because now his arm is trapped. Whereas before, my arm's trapped here, right? His arm's trapped when I pass it over. So I'm always paying attention to that. And then we finished this off with a bread cutter choke last class. So this hand's gonna go under and grab the lapel here. Right now I want my shoulder on the solar plexus. I'm gonna lean hard on that so that we're here. This hand makes the fist. It starts from the inside shoulder, works its way to the outside shoulder so that he's looking away, where I can cup his shoulder, and now I just transfer the weight from my shoulder to his throat for the bread cutter choke, right? So that covers all 4 arm positions, and there's a few links off of each one, but as we talked before, if I had to pick one for each, I picked the ninja choke for the first one, the Kimura for the second one, third position, the underhook, I picked the Bravo choke, and then for this inside one, we just focused on the bread cutter. So if we break it down to those 4 submissions to you guys that are just more new to this whole idea, that makes it a lot simpler. I just have to understand my position according to his arm position, and then have that one submission to work with at least, right?